So you just learned two really cute ways to teach soft C and G. Remember, Center City had a cyclone and Gentle Ginger went to the gym. And that's because when C or G come before I, E, or Y, they make their soft sounds. So the soft sound of C is S, like in Center, City, and Cyclone. The soft sound of G is actually the same sound as the letter J, J, as in Gentle, Ginger, and Jim. Now it's time to learn how to use those skills in the three-part drill. When you teach soft C and G, you're going to teach them using these cards. And what it has is the C or the G followed by each of the vowel letters. When students see these cards, though, they're not reading that as a syllable. They're only saying the sound that the C or the G makes. So sometimes I like to draw an arrow to the C and then underline the vowel so that they know I say this sound by looking at the vowel. So this would be the soft sound, S. Soft sound, S. Soft sound, S. But this would be the hard sound, K. And then it's the same thing with the letter G. They're only going to say the hard or the soft sound. So do these ones with me. J, 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 G, G, G. It's pretty easy when they're in order, but when they get all mixed up in your card deck, that can be a little bit tricky. So these are the cards that you'll use for the visual drill. When the students say these sounds, do not put them in one of your three piles. You're going to set these completely off to the side because they will not go on the blending board. You'll use the regular C and G for the blending board, like I'll show you in just a second. But the next part of the drill that you'll get to is the auditory drill. You should, of course, have out your phoneme grapheme chart, and all of the skills that you've already taught should be highlighted. We're going to find the soft C and G next to the sounds J and S. So if you look next to J, you'll see there's GE, GI, and GY. And if you look next to S, you'll see that there's CE, CI, CY. So each of these counts as their own spelling. After this lesson, you will highlight those skills, and then you'll ask for 5 spellings of J in the sand or 5 spellings of S in the sand. And in the sand, here's what they're gonna do. J, J, D, G, E, J, G, E, J, G, I, J, G, Y, J. So they'll write each of those separately. G, E, G, I, and G, Y. It's gonna be the same thing for the sound S. Students know 5 ways to spell S. S, 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 C, E, S, C, I, S, C, Y, S. Each of these, C, E, C, I, and C, Y, are written on their own. As I mentioned, the blending drill, you're using just your regular C and G cards. Really nothing changes. Students just need to know if they should read this as a soft or a hard sound. So before layer 4, because my students didn't know the soft sound, if they said k, kem, I'd be okay with it because I hadn't taught soft C yet. But now that I have, they should say s, sem. J, gem. This would be hard, however. G, gum. J, Jif. So there's no new cards. We're using the same C and G cards. The students just have to read it with the proper sound now by looking at that vowel letter.